Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today we're going to cover the covers. Today we're going to do the covers of the journals inside the album that we're currently working on, which is the Simple Vintage by, let me grab it. Oh, dang it. Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Ancestry. And I'm only calling it Simple Vintage, and this is the paper collection we're using, but that's what we're calling the album. So this is the March album of the month, and I have a playlist specifically for this album, beginning to end. If you would like to start at the beginning, you can hit this card up here or look in the description box down below. And let's see, I've already done one of the journal covers, and we're going to do the other one together. But I wanted to show you some of the changes, some of the things I did also off screen or off camera while I was away. I added some 3M foam to some things, because remember we added some 3M foam to the pieces. Where are they at? I don't want to show you the cover just yet. Okay, so we added some foam to these pieces here to make it look like it's a piece of metal, like propped up. So I was like, well, we can't just have foam there. So I went through and I added some of that foam strips. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, underneath some of the butterfly wings. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there it is under there. So it's under both of these wings, and it's under these wings. So if it's a sticker, obviously I can't stick it. I guess I could have, but like this is a sticker, so I didn't bother putting any foam under there, but I just stuck a little teeny bit, and it looks so cute, because you know, even though we didn't glue these down, it still flattens out when the album is closed. So having that little foam under there, that little 3M, this is what I'm talking about, the 3M foam tape. You don't need to buy one this large. I will link this one in the Amazon list. And if I can find a smaller one, I will link that as well. This one's really pricey, but it's not as pricey as if you get a really small one. For a really, it's a lot more expensive if you buy the small one. But also, I haven't tried it yet, but scrapbook.com has some foam. And that's what I was watching one day when it reminded me, oh yeah, I haven't used my foam in a long time. So I should probably buy some scrapbook.com foam and see if it's good. But I will link it down below. I'll have to purchase some. Okay, so I did that under those butterflies, and then I did it under these butterflies here, and under these here. And there's the covers that I didn't want to show you yet, but I might as well. This is the journal, and this is what I ended up doing. So this is the front of this journal, and before we talk more about that, I put some foam underneath this butterfly there, and not there because that's a sticker, but there's some foam under this butterfly wings, and under these butterfly wings, these two, and this one here. So I just love the dimension of it. I think it's super cute. Oh, you can't even see this one over here, this butterfly right there. So that's the only thing I've changed on the pages that we've already done. And then I did this album, or this journal cover. So here's the journal. We had just left it blank. It was just white cardstock. So one of the problems I've been having is the collection, the paper collection only has one of each paper in it. I did buy extras for the outside cover, but I didn't want to dig into that yet. So I was trying to figure out a way to cover these journal covers with one sheet of cardstock, one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock, because these are really big. This is a really big album. These are really big journal covers. I don't know what else to call them. So I was having a difficult time trying to figure out how I wanted to do this. So what I ended up doing was I took a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, and I'll show you that in a minute because we're getting ready to do the other one. I took a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock and cut it in half. So made it 6 by 12. Well, actually, I cut it to the height of the mat for this cover, and then I cut it in half, so 2 6-inch pieces, and then made this bit here, and then I added the 2 little corners. So it kind of looks like a book, doesn't it? Like an old-fashioned book. And then this little collage here, this is one of the stickers from the sticker sheet. It was right here. So I just took one of the scraps that I had in my scrap drawer. So this is like the tealy color. And then one of the pieces of coffee stained paper, and just kind of rolled the edges and just made a little collage here. But under the sticker is some of that foam tape. So it kind of lifts up off of the page a little bit. So I really like the way this turned out. I really think it looks really pretty this way. I haven't done anything to the insides. It's still just plain paper as of right now. But yeah. So, and there's the back cover. I just think it looks like a really cool book. What do you think? Okay, so the next one we're going to do is I use this sticker down here out of the sticker sheet. So this came with the paper collection. And let me move this and I'll just grab everything that I've prepared already. So this was from the solids. I bought 2 packs of that solid paper. So I haven't dug into the second pack yet, but I might have to for the covers. We'll see. So I used this dark color here to make the strips to go on the inside of the journal covers, so that it made these pieces longer. So it looks like it's a bigger piece than it is. So this was the 12 by 12, so they're cut in half. Let's see this, cut in half this way, and then the bottom piece is right there. So I traced the bottom of the mat for the cover, which was, the mat for the cover is on page 54A out of the foundations. I just used that to get the height, and then I cut it in half. So that's no big deal. And I also used this to measure the height for these 2 strips. Now these 2 strips, I made these 1.5 inches just because I liked the width of that. You make them whatever you want. So you need those 2 pieces. You need 2 1.5 inch pieces of a darker contrasting color. So it's going to go like this on the covers. And then there's the piece of coffee stained paper. That was just one of the cut off pieces. And then here's one of the other pieces that was in my crafty tray, just a scrap of the red. And then here's that sticker, right? So here's the cute little sticker, but on the back I have strips of that 3M foam tape, so it'll stick up just a little bit. So on the edges of this, I just took a paintbrush and just kind of like rolled the corners like this, just so it looked a little bit more old and distressed. So I did that for this one, and I did that for this one a little bit, and then I took my fingernail and kind of like scratched the edges up, which is cute. And all I did with this one is ink it up before I put the tape on the other side. So yeah. Oh, and then one other thing. I was debating on what corners I wanted to use, so I decided instead of doing the actual photo corners that are in the templates, I decided just to trace the mats and just attach them down fully onto the corners. So we needed 4 of those. So that's on page 94 of the foundations, and I forgot to cut them out. So you need 4. So I have them all here. And I can't see. I thought about maybe doing some metal photo corners, book corners. I looked in all of my stuff, and the only ones I could find were these. I have more. What did I just throw on the floor? I have more. I don't know what I've done with them. I have searched and searched and searched. So these are like Tim Holtz book corners, but I decided not to use these. I thought about using both, but that didn't look right. But I decided not to use these. I have these metal corners that we bought when we were doing our Crafty Companion, and these we might be able to use on the covers, but I decided not to use these on these journals as well. And I have some other ones. Again, I just cannot find them. I don't know where they went. But anyway, neither here nor there. So we're just going to go this route. And I think I'll just rough this top edge up. That's going to be, you know, the corner's going to go like this. So I'm just going to rough that one edge up with my fingernail. And I'm going to ink one edge of each one of these up. Oh, did my lights just flash? Did you see that? I love my amethyst fairy lights, you guys. I love them so much. They're so cute. And they're so cool. They're cute and cool. Okay. I'm gonna put this piece up for now. And let's get this back over here. So we've done, actually I did it backwards this time, but that's okay. So I did this one on this fin. So then again, we're doing the same but different. So I'm going to do this back journal. So this is what it looks like before, right? So let's do this back journal, and it's going to go like this. All right, I'm just going to use my tape runner tape. This is a Scotch ATG. I think these 2 pages were the only 2 pages I hadn't used yet. Well, that's not true. Obviously, I haven't used this side of the paper. So, in looking back, I wish I'd have bought 2 full paper collections for such a large album out of simple stories, because you only get 1 of each paper. So I kind of wish I would have bought 2, so I would have had a little bit more leeway, but you know what, we're making do. We're making it work, and that's okay. Okay. So I'm just going to put that there, and then use my ATG again. It's going to overlap a little bit, and that's okay. So I'm just going to come about 1/8 of an inch from the edge there. Just like that. And then let's do the back. Alright. Then I think I'll use liquid glue for my little corners here. This is just art glitter glue. And I'm just going to go along the edge. This cardstock is pretty thick, so then I'm just going to put these on the corner. Now I'm not going to go to the edge of the journal covers. I'm going to stay on the mat. I think it looks kind of cool that way. If I was going to go to the edge of the actual cover, I think I would have done this piece to the edge of the cover as well. Just a little thought there. But I had already cut my pieces, so I like the way it looks. It doesn't matter. So you do whatever way you like the way it looks. But I like the contrast from the pattern paper to this. This dark gray. I don't know. It's like a brown gray, for lack of a better way of explaining. A brownish gray. You know, it's really pretty. But it looks nice with both this teal color and that red color from the other cover. Now let's put this little bit together. So I'm thinking I like it cattywonked. Trying to figure out which way I want it to be cattywonked. Kind of like it like that. So I'm just going to add the glue in between the red paper and the coffee stained paper. Then I'm going to remove this backing here. You can see I had to add little pieces so that it wouldn't smoosh. Because, I mean, the stickers are kind of flimsy, so they're cardstock stickers, but if you didn't cover this whole back like this, I think it would mush in weird spots. Mush, is that a word? Oh. Oh, I just bumped you. Okay. I just love this. this. I love this. I was thinking about maybe putting a word on here because this one says the story of us, which is cute. But I decided to wait and see what we have left over. So now I'm just going to take the same art glitter glue and I'm just going to stay behind where the red paper is. And I'm going to stick it right there. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? It's that simple, but I love it. I think it's adorable. I think it's perfect. And we could, if we need to, we can add more bits and pieces. We can add a butterfly maybe at some point. Whatever. We can add to, but I think having this basic, or this base down, it just kind of looks finished already. But if we wanted to add more to it, we can. Does that make sense? I think I'm making sense. Okay. All right, you guys, I think that's all we're going to do in this video. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with the covers yet. And I kind of want to do something to the inside of the covers. And I kind of want to do a layout or two in our journals with you guys. So we'll see. I just don't have any of that planned out yet. So yeah, I think we'll call this video finished. And I love the way my journal covers turned out. So be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and the bell notifications are on. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.